I am grateful for the goodness of God
Woo!
in the land of the living. I am super grateful for God's goodness, His favor, and I'm unapologetic for His blessings, abundance, and goodness over my life. I am grateful. So allow me
Amen.
to
All
see
right.
yet another year of purpose and
Yeah.
destiny. So I'm excited about that.
Awesome. Awesome, Jimmy. Man, all right. Saturday, there's nothing like having a birthday on Saturday, you know?
Yes, yes, yes,
The
indeed.
weekend. Oh man, happy birthday in advance, Jimmy.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Good,
Happy
good.
birthday, Jimmy.
Thank
Awesome.
you so much. I'm super stoked and excited. Thank you.
Awesome.
Well, Jimmy, your birthday comes quicker than mine, man.
I know. When's your birthday?
Mine's in February, but it seemed like I just had one. And you had one. I need mine to slow down.
I know, right? 2022 is it's gone so fast.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
We will never be this young again.
Yes,
Amen. That's
that's
right.
right.
That's right. Good morning, guys. We're just going around the room. What you grateful for this morning?
Hey, this morning, hey, I'm just telling you, hey, I'm just grateful just to be today on the wake up list and to be able to, you know, be healthy. I, I know sometimes we take that for granted, brother, but I tell you what, when you start to get, when you're young, you're invincible. You know what I'm saying? You're 20s, you're
Mm-hmm.
30s, even in your 40s. But it seems like when you start getting up there, things start you start to feel things that you ain't felt before. What is that? You know what I mean? And you want to move. I mean, any of you that try to do something that you did when you were younger. Like I used to like riding roller coasters all the time. I still do, but when I get off it, I don't feel the same way. I got some stuff
Mm-hmm.
aching and hurting, or you say you think you could just jump in here and do some things, but your mind say yeah, but sometimes your body just don't do it. And not saying that we shut down, but I thank God that I could get up, be healthy, be able to do my business, be able to go out here and continue to do what I need to do to support my family, and have a good support system at home, and then thank God that I have my family that still has their health, and my parents. I mean, to be this age and still have both parents, I mean, is a blessing.
Mm-hmm.
That I
Yes.
thank God for. So yeah,
Love on
amen.
them and enjoy them. Yes.
Yep.
That's awesome, Tim. Thank you.
That's awesome, man.
Well, good morning. I don't want the day to go by without me saying thank God for being here. I celebrated my 59th birthday a couple of weeks ago, and I'm looking forward to being 60. And
Wow.
I can remember when I turned
Amen.
40, I was upset about it, but I am happy to say that I'm turning 60 next year. So,
Woo! All right.
Wow.
Congratulations.
yeah, so that's
Praise
all.
It's 60.
It, and to turn 60 and not look like it is something else.
I know. You about 40. You still look 40. You don't look,
Yes.
you don't look. Wow, that's awesome.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Congrats. That's a blessing.
Oh, happy birthday.
right. That's right, Teresa. Yeah, Teresa. I never knew. Oh,
All
awesome.
right, guys. Who else say what you're grateful for?
Good morning. I just want to say I'm thankful for life, health, and strength. And like everyone else, I might be feeling a little aches and pains here and there, but I'm thankful that God has continued to allow me to continue this journey. I'm approaching 60 myself, and I'm still able to keep going and feel good about it. So I'm just
Yes.
thankful.
Amen.
Amen.
All right,
Congratulations.
Cheryl. Good, good.
Good morning, everybody. This is Tina. I just
Morning.
want to say good morning. I just want to say I am so thankful for the dream team this morning. I remember when I first joined the team, I said to myself, if billionaires are going to be on a call 3 times a week to encourage me, to teach me, to pour into me, I'm going to show up. So
Amen.
All
I'm
right.
thankful to all our leaders. for all of the encouragement and everything that you poured into our team.
Amen. Amen.
All
amen.
right, Tina. Thank you. Glad to have you, Tina.
Yes.
Yeah, good to have you, team.
Yeah. Tina is our dream team appraiser. She's an appraiser, guys. So you ever have appraisal questions, Tina's the lady. So good. Anybody else? I thank God for traveling mercies. My wife and I, we made it back last night down in Louisiana, just kind of closing out a chapter of my mom's affairs and got her house sold. I had a closing actually ironically on her birthday.
Oh,
We
wow.
closed on her house.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. So I kind of managed the whole transaction for sale by owner, and it was a family member. So that just made it even better that
That's good.
the property is still in the
Live
family.
in the family. Yes.
Yeah.
Right. That's
So
awesome.
yeah. So close that chapter. All right. Anybody else, guys?
Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
Morning.
Good morning. Good morning. I just want to thank God for the gift of life. We've seen so many tragedies and heard of them in the past couple of years, but we're still here. So grateful for that. And I also want to thank God for 10 years of marriage. My husband and I just celebrated 10 years this month. And serving in ministry together. We met on one of the ministries at church. He was serving, I was serving. We knew each other for like 4.5 years. And then the Lord did it. God did it. And we have been serving in ministry, and God has just been amazing. So I just wanted to say thank you, Lord.
Awesome. Congratulations, Gemma.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Match made in heaven.
Congratulations.
Minister Running.
Amen.
Yeah. That's my buddy. All right. Anybody else?
Pastor Rod, you're his buddy too. I just want you to know that. We love both of you. We really do dearly. You and Pastor Lashry, we really do.
Oh, thank you. Likewise. All right.
Yeah, good morning. This is Andrew.
Hey, Andrew.
Good morning, everybody. Just want to say thank God for just echoing what everybody says, for just getting us up this morning and giving us the ability to come together as a team, as a dream team. I am really grateful for this team because you can't get this kind of information with a traditional company. You just can't get this information unless you're a part of a powerful team. And this team is just not centralized to one location. You're getting it from all over. So this is just wonderful. And I look forward to it every day. It's not a chore. It's something that you look forward to. And if you look forward to it, it's not a job because you're enjoying it. And furthermore, to be amongst saved people who are professing Christ. We're making money, but we're professing Christ. And I'm going to tell you, that is awesome. I'm going to get ready to celebrate, me and my wife, our 21st wedding anniversary on November 3rd.
All right.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So
awesome.
Just thank you guys. Keep doing what you're doing. And I look forward to charging with y'all.
All right.
Awesome.
That's awesome. Congratulations too. Glad to have you.
Congratulations. Yes.
Yeah. All right. One more, guys. Anybody else? And we're gonna shift gears. A couple of announcements. Okay. Do we have any guests on that are not with EXP? Any guests here for the first time? Does anybody have a guest on? Okay. Good. All right, guys. So again, welcome. This is our EXP Realty Dream Team Friday Mastermind. I want to welcome everybody on this morning. We always start out with the attitude of gratitude, just taking a moment to just thank God for something good that's happening in your life. So just a couple of announcements. Tuesdays, the new agent advisory training, new agents, we're on the Dream Team. What is it? The dreamteam.com. Is that our Dream Team Zoom? I'm sorry, the Dream Team Zoom. Every Tuesday, 8 a.m. join us. We're helping new agents. It's kind of a forum for our new agents to ask any questions, that you may, be a little apprehensive or, intimidated to ask them. The big forums, other big meetings that we have. But this is a kind of a one-on-one coaching training with some experienced agents. And we welcome anybody on at all levels. But especially for our new agents, this is our time of kind of giving back to you all, helping you get onboarded more smoothly, and also kind of your next steps to get up and running. So Tuesdays at 8 a.m., thedreamteamzoom.com. Also, EXP Agents, 11 a.m., just a reminder, is our company-wide leadership meeting. So definitely encourage y'all to stay plugged into EXP, the big company, EXP, 11 a.m. Friday. You get to hear from the leadership of the company. A lot of times, Glenn Sanford is on there as well, giving announcements, updates, Jason Guessing, EXP University. Find out everything that's rolling out. There's always something new happening with EXP. So you want to stay plugged in to the big company. So stay plugged in. Also spend time out there on Workplace, getting updates again about what's happening out there in the company. Also, let's see here. Okay, yeah. And stay tuned. We're also starting next week. Those here in the DMV, we're going to be planning a weekly EXP Explain presentation, probably up in the Prince William area, either Brickyard, where I have an office up there, and also or PWAR, Prince William Association of Realtors. So stay tuned for that. I'm thinking about like Thursday. We're going to be having a noon EXP presentation I'll be doing. So if you want to plug into it, you feel free to join us. Okay. Again, welcome everybody. So Friday Mastermind today, guys, want to kind of talk about your next deal. We're a little light today, but let's talk about it. We got the right ones here. So the market has absolutely changed. It's definitely changed. We all know that by now. Market's changed. So we got to shift with this market. Fourth quarter, we're at the end of October, looking at November, December, again, picking the pace up. Don't slow down. What you do these next 2 months is going to impact that first quarter of 23. Just a reminder of that, guys. Pick up the pace. The number, double down, triple down on the number of contacts that you're making every single day. Every single day, guys, you need to be making contacts, having conversations about real estate with your database, strangers out there, friends, family, your sphere of influence, know, like, and trust relationships, contractors, everybody, anybody you need to be having conversations with. Expired, so if you got the software and the phone numbers to call, neighborhoods, do the circle prospecting, expireds, for sale by owners. But at the end of the day, you want to talk to at least 10 people about real estate. 10 people. And I would be focusing on motivated buyers. There's a lot more inventory out there. Motivated, qualified buyers. They're motivated. You may have to get them qualified. You may have to get with a lender. I'm closing one out on Monday, 19 days. So some of the lenders out there can do them. I think Cam has a lender that can do it in 10 days. 19 days, boom, we're closing. So motivated, qualified buyers approved, because the inventory is out there right now. And that's what we're going to talk about in a second. How to get that next deal. But wanted to put it out there, guys. You got to really control your mindset during this period. You can't get caught up in everything that's happening out there with the rates. My little cousin just bought a house. Yeah, he qualified for the house. He was fine with the approval. With the monthly payment. You need qualified, motivated buyers who are ready to buy now at their level. The affordability factor. They can afford it. What can I buy based on this monthly payment? That's the conversation. Don't get caught up. We're putting limitations on ourselves. If you're buying into the rates are high, nobody wants to buy, you can't buy into that, guys. You're going to put limitations on you and your business. You're looking for qualified, motivated buyers who can afford whatever that monthly payment is for that house. Anybody on that? Any comments on that? Okay. Don't put limitations on yourself, guys. That's what's happening right now. A lot of realtors are going to get wiped out. Within the next year, they're going to get wiped out because they're buying into all the hype. Cam,
Hey, Rod.
yeah.
I was just going to say,
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, yeah, definitely make sure you don't have limiting beliefs, because that right there, my mindset is kind of breaking it down granularly, and into hours, or from minutes to hours, to days, because what you don't want to do is have those limiting beliefs, which is making you ultimately lose days, which turns into weeks and months.
Ooh.
And then next thing you know, you're looking for another job.
Exactly. Yeah. Because guys, if you go 2 months, 3 months without no sale and you out here full time, you're going to be struggling. You're going to be hurting. Your family's going to be hurting.
Except if you've done a lot of money and put money aside or whatever. But no,
Yeah.
I want to say something about what you just said now, what Cam just said. Take the limiting beliefs off.
Yeah.
I just closed the deal. It was my listing, and the buyer came in at 10+% in interest rate.
Wow.
So,
Is that legal?
but
Is that legal?
yeah, his interest rate was over 10%. But I'm gonna say I need to say this so that we can understand that it's a dangerous thing for you as an agent who know the market too well. Sometimes what we know can hurt us. Sometimes what we see can actually hurt us from being able to make a deal. Without me going too much into details, let me just frame this and explain a little bit so that you can understand that nothing is impossible for you, first of all, because you are called by God. Nothing is impossible for you just because of who you are and whose you are. Nothing is impossible for you when you do your part and let God be who he is. You and I, we are not God. He is God. He has already ordained your steps before today. He already knew what's going to happen in this season. This is the season everybody's going on vacation, not because they want to, but because they're forced to, because of their limiting beliefs that it's a slow season. Nothing is going to happen. So, my listing, my seller was like, we're not going to go lower than this. This is the price we're going to stay at, and that's it. Offer came in. They wanted to go $30,000 less than what the price we've dropped it to, and then they also wanted 3% interest rate. I told the agent, I said, I'm going to present it. I presented it. I spoke to my seller. The seller, she blew her top. She was like, Jimmy, are you out of your mind? She called me all kinds of names, and she was like, you only concerned about this because you want to make a commission. I said, time out. If it was just about my commission, I would have forced you to take a similar offer worse than this like a month and a half ago.
Right.
I said, because then it would have really been worth my while. I would have gotten my icon. It won't cost me money. I said, this is not about me. I said, I'm just telling you, this is what we have, and you decide what you want to do. After educating her and everything like that, I was able to calm her down, and we said, okay, we're going to do the regular price that we listed it for. We're not going to go a penny lower. But we'll give them the closing help. And then I explained it to her and everything. I went back and forth. So I went back to the other agent and said, this is what my client is willing to do. They'll do the exact price. We're going to go ahead and give you the closing help. However, we're removing any and every contingency. You can do your home inspection. You can do anything you want to do. But my seller is letting you know right now, they're not going to pay a dime in any repair works. But in my conversation with the buyer's agent, I've understood the reason why this guy needs the money. So it goes to the point of what I'm trying to say, that we shouldn't limit anything. Yeah. He's doing a business loan, which is a much higher interest rate.
Wow.
But he needs that 3% because of that. He has money, but why would any sane human being who's got decent credit want to do a 10+% interest rate to buy a house? I don't know why. He knows why. It's his business. He would rather put that property in his business's name, which is a high interest rate, which, ding, 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 if you think about it, it's a better tax write-off for him, business-wise,
Ooh.
as opposed to him doing it under his own name, under his credit, at maybe 6 or 7%, buying the rates down. Don't limit people. Don't think you know everything. Don't think, it's insane for someone to want to buy it under their business or do whatever it is. Our job is to encourage, convince people, and show logical reasons why, and try and make a deal happen. You may have to go outside, not just putting it on the MLS. You might have to call people up that you've done businesses with before in the past and say, listen, do you have a buyer that is in this whatever? This is what my seller is willing to do. We've got to do a few more things, but don't ever put a limit on your own expectations, on your own mindset, or what is even there on the market. I mean, 10+% is what he's doing, but he loves it. He's happy about it. He's never gonna tell me. I don't know why, but he knows why. But I can understand after having a conversation with the agent why he did what he did.
Wow, Jenny, you said, man, building business credit and the tax, the interest rate, being able to write off more of the interest. Wow.
$720,000 is what he spent.
Ooh.
At 10%.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
I don't know. Teresa's she's our team tax expert. I mean, that's a positive, man, that's a nugget right there. I mean, that's a positive spin you can put on these rates. These rates are high.
And as a business, he's going to be able to write off, just think, 10% interest on $720,000. All of it.
I mean,
as a write-off. So it's not hurting him. And then when he gets ready to move on and do something different with that house, hey, that was a smart move. Believe it or not, it sounds crazy to us, but that was very smart.
Brilliant.
That was brilliant. It was.
Crazy smart.
It was brilliant. I mean, and the thing about it, to piggyback on what Jimmy said too, I had almost a similar situation, but the guy was buying personally, but my seller was ready to take the house off the market because his sister was telling him this is not a good time and you don't want, to keep your house on the market. And I told him, yeah, you do, because he was able to go ahead and buy his house without selling the one he's in, because he could afford to. And with the new way that VA is doing things, they've expanded how much you can have out there. So he was able to keep the house that he had, which was over $400,000, buy a $650,000 house and hold on to it. But what we did, being that he doesn't have a payment till December, he closed October 5th. We got a contract now and he moved into his new house. We got a contract now on the house that he was selling that's going to close by November 23rd. So what has happened, he's only had to make one payment that he would have had to make anyway on the house that he was in. And now he's moved into his new house, have not made a payment on that yet, and going to close before he has to make another payment on the house that he just sold. And like I told him, if he had took it off the market, the buyer that's looking at it would not have seen it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, when your sellers tell you, okay, it's been on the market 45 days, let's just take it off. I said, for what? I said, you're sitting on it anyway. Either you're going to rent it out and let somebody tear it up, possibly, or you can let it sit here. You're not paying a payment on your new house yet, so you're used to paying the payment that you're paying. Let's just see what happens. Let's give it to February. And he agreed with me. And within a week of me having that conversation with him, we get a contract. One, they wanted to lowball and ask for closing. He wasn't going for that. But when the agent called me the other day, I'm in Tennessee, actually at dinner with my family. And I stepped away and I said, listen, he will pay your closing costs if you send me a full offer. Don't even waste your time writing it up. If it's not a full offer, closing costs, he'll pay, but nothing else. And she sent it to me and we ratified right there while I was sitting at the table. I sent it to him. He ratified. It's like, yes, ratified in 30 minutes. Because we just have to have a conversation, because this was a guy moving in from Florida. He done flew in, he done saw the house, and he wants it. So let's
Wow.
talk. I mean, because they were going to come in. She told me they were going to come in under closing. I mean, under asking price and ask for closing. No, baby, we're not doing that. But explain it to him and explain why. Look, he just spent $26,000 closing on his own home. He don't want to give up another. I said, if you take 10,000 off the offer price and ask for closing, that's 20-some $1,000 you already done took from him.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, he still got to pay you as the agent. So let's be sensible. And that's what sometimes you have to have a conversation, because I don't know if this is a new agent or not, but some things you have to break down the numbers for them.
Yes.
And once I told her that, she came back and said, okay, that makes sense. Here's the full price offer. And we're scheduled to close on November 23rd. I'm going to do the meet the appraisal this morning. So we'll probably close it before November 23rd.
Wow. Awesome.
Yes.
Woo.
But it's all about having a conversation.
Having a
Congrats.
conversation.
It's
And I
Nothing
love
like-
what Raquel said.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What Raquel typed in there is so true. Yes. Don't listen to dream stealers.
That's
You know?
right.
Yeah.
Go and do what you know you're called to do and have conversations. And don't have conversations with a closed mind or with an upset situation. You know, because people are bringing the bad energy towards you, don't mean you have to take their bad energy. You control what you control. So you go back out like Teresa did. No, this is how we're going to do it. And you lay it out. You know, I don't have to take your bad juju because you're upset and you think you can get everything. But I'm telling you what we can do. And that we got to remember that. We remember what we control, what we can do in a positive way and get it accomplished.
That's right.
And also, it's making sure that your clients trust you. Because like I said, that was his sister that was trying to talk him out of it. But this is the fourth deal now that I've done with the same guy. This is the fourth. I sold his house. I sold him the house that we're selling now. I sold him the new house and now selling this house. So he trusts what I say. And I also do his taxes. So he trusts what I say. And that way you can't be afraid, and you've got to be sure of what you're speaking. Yes. And you got to sound confident. I could have said, oh yeah, it's been on the market 45 days. You know, no. Look, we're going to keep it on the market. We're going to lower it as much as we're going to lower it, and somebody's going to want it. It's a buyer out there still wanting it. But he said, well, Teresa, the interest rate, don't worry about the interest rate. That's not your thing to pay. You're not paying the interest rate. Somebody is still wanting a house bad enough that they're going to pay the interest rate that's out there. You can't think everybody think like you, period. I might not pay that interest rate, but right now, Audi is sending me deal after deal talking about, we're going to give you this much for your car and you can buy this brand new Audi for this amount, but are you going to give me the 2% interest rate that I have right now?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So we've got to make sure that just because we won't pay it don't mean somebody else won't. Somebody wants a house. I'm in a house. I'm not going to refinance, or I'm not going to sell right now because I'm already in a house. Somebody is paying rent that's more than what a mortgage payment would be, even at a higher interest rate. And they want something of their own. Somebody is going to buy at all times.
That's right.
So
keep
it out there. Tell your sellers somebody is going to buy at some point.
That's right.
That's it.
Awesome, Teresa.
That's awesome, Teresa. This is the Dream Team School.
I like that. Dream Team University.
Yes.
Awesome. Man.
Oh, wait a minute. Right quick. And speaking of Dream Team University, Rod, let's make sure we do the tax thing in the end of November or 1st of December, because I've got some stuff that I want you all to do before the end of the year. So
let's do it.
make sure we do the tax thing before the end of November, by the end of November, 1st of December. Let's get it in before the 1st of the year. Because there's some stuff you all need to do before the end of this year.
Okay, let's do it. Love it. Awesome.
Without a doubt.
Good. All right, guys. Let's shift gears now. Everybody wants to know how to get the next deal. Let's just have a mastermind. Say again, Tim.
Can I throw something in there real quick?
Yeah.
Just real quick. Just give you a heads up. I just think it's important. So I was at a new construction yesterday, and the newest construction sales manager told me that they adjusted the interest rate yesterday down to like 6.1. So it was just 7.2 the other day. So basically was able to give my client a better interest rate. And now, even in their factoring, you gotta understand, when the market shifts, those lenders have to shift too with their programs. I talked about this the other day. And so they try to have creative ways like bridge loans and different things they did during the pandemic to help out buyers on the other side. So now, even as they did when he was doing the home construction, kind of doing the factory.
Breaking up, Tim.
You know
You're
how
breaking
much it's
up,
going to
Tim.
cost for the home and the lot and everything else. They actually put in to go take the buy down. Okay, all right. Can you hear me now? Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of breaking up.
Yeah, okay. All right. Let me see if I can get it in there. Hold on. Give me a second. Sorry about that. Okay. Okay.
All right. Can you hear me better now?
Yes, sir.
Much better.
All right. Okay. Got you. So what I was saying, I was at new home construction yesterday. And like I said, they already talked about that they lowered the interest rate a little bit, like to 6.1 from 7 point something. And then also with these some of these new builders are doing is one giving closing costs, 20,000 closing costs, but also on top of that, actually they're factoring in like the rate buy down, actually in the factor saying, hey, they put down 12,000 or something that they could bring the interest rate down. So now that's something they weren't doing even a month ago. Now they're actually putting it in there to kind of do like the rate buy down, what their payment will look like with that in or with that put in or with it taken out. So there's still ways that we can control, but also on the other side, the lenders are trying to come up with different ways as well to keep housing affordable. So definitely keep your heartbeat to the market of what's going on and continue to reach out to those lenders, because just as the market is shifting, they're pivoting as well.
That's good.
Absolutely.
Good information. Thanks. Cam, you came off mute. Okay. All right, great. Thanks, Tim. Thanks for sharing that. Good. All right, guys. Next deal, your next transaction. What are you doing? How are you going to get your next deal? What are some suggestions, some tips we can give our agents on finding their next transaction, their next buyer, their next listing? We've been talking a lot about buyers today. Your next buyer, what do they need to do? Let's go around the room. Somebody wants to know how to get my business up and running. How can I finish this year out with 2, 3 closed transaction, 4 transactions? What do they need to do?
All right, I'll go first.
Okay.
All the things that we've just talked about right now, to get your next, and like what you said earlier on, Rod, this is the season to probably focus a lot on buyers because you're not going to have that many competition. Forget anything. I strongly believe that right now, you're not going to have a lot of competition to get your buyer a ratified contract. So go back now and remember conversations, remember buyers that you had 2, 3, 4 months ago that you've written multiple offers and they were rejected. Get back and call them and make it as personal as possible. Are you still in the market? Are you still ready to buy a house right now? If I can find you a lender that will give you the best deal ever. You don't need to know how you're going to do it yet, because we already talked about how you're going to do it. We have the resources. But the first thing is, I want to get a buy-in from you. Remember all those offers that we wrote, and you were saying, oh, you didn't want to go too high, and you thought we offered way too much, and we still got beat out and all that. Are you, if right now? But interest, no, ma'am, no, sir. Don't worry about interest rate for a second. I just want to know if we can find you the house that you can get into, that you love, that will be the payment that you already knew you wanted to be at, that you were comfortable with months ago. If I can get you into that deal today, are you willing? Are you ready? Is this something that you want to do? Serious, firm conversation, nothing emotional about it. If they say to you, if you can make that happen, then let me know. Then let's make it happen, right? Then you can go back to the same lender that approved them, so that way they're not going to a different house. They're not shopping another lender, right? and then have conversations with that lender. What do they have available? Prime example, I was in a conversation yesterday with one of my lenders. She just moved to Fitzgerald Financial. Fitzgerald right now, the owner of Fitzgerald, Dan Fitzgerald, I spoke to him yesterday and he said, I've got $10,000 extra that I can give to people, but I need to close 45 houses because that's once I close 45 houses, that the $10,000 for each one of them is gone.
Mm.
That's almost $500,000 that he has. But guess
Mm-hmm.
what? Guess who gets that money? Anybody. Remember when the pandemic occurred and they were talking about essential workers? Well, guess what? On this list of essential workers, he extends even beyond police officers and teachers. It goes to dry cleaners, landscapers, all of these people that typically people that work in the restaurant business, that typically were never really considered. He has money right now. It's a partnership that he has with Town Bank that they've got $500,000 between now and December to use. I'm
Wow.
sure other lenders have that. But if they don't, let me know. I'll connect you to that lender. The point is, that's extra. So the conversation you just had with that buyer, who they can use that $10,000 however they please. They can use it to buy down the rates. And another conversation is they don't even necessarily need to buy down the rate. Buy the payment. Are you comfortable with that payment right now? So you're not front loading all of that. Use it as a down payment, afford what you can afford, and you're comfortable with it. Interest rates are not always going to be like this. And then they might have the opportunity to refinance in a year or 2 years or whatever the case is. But there's money. So talk to that buyer, get that commitment from them, and then find a program that they can use because there's still a lot of down payment assistance. And oh, by the way, the one I just talked about, there's not a qualifier. It's not like you have to, there's no qualifying thing to other than there's a list of like 40 different things that could make that person qualify based on their job. So it's not as
Mm-hmm.
restrictive. There's so many things. So you just need to then have that conversation with the lender and get them aligned into that so that they can go in and go and do it. And there are banks, like Rod said earlier on as well, that can get a deal closed in a matter of days, much more sooner than 30 days. They can get this thing because they want to get these loans moving.
Mm-hmm.
Always remember, the American economy is backed by this thing called the home ownership. So we've got it's a huge part of the growth domestic product of the GDP. So we need to understand that. So go back and have those conversations and then align them with it. That's where I'm looking for to get my 4 or 5 buyers that I need to get on board,
Awesome.
Before the end of the year.
Awesome. Awesome. All right. Thank you, Jimmy. I hope y'all writing these down. Down payment assistance programs. Go back and reach the buyers that were, still on the fence when they could find nothing in the past. So, all right, let's get another one, guys. We got some brand new agents too, who just get into business. How can they get their next deal, their next buyer? Definitely open houses, guys. Write those down. Partner up with an agent. If you don't have listings, adopt, borrow somebody else's listing. A lot of us got listings that you can do open houses on.
Yep.
Relentless, market those houses. You can market. I'm putting it out there now. You can market any of my listings anytime. They're yours. You can do whatever. Go to KB Core and get the link. You can market my listings. Go to town on it and get your own buyer leads coming in through it. So
Same here.
Hey,
And
absolutely.
Tim said, sorry. Yeah. Go on, Tim.
I was gonna say this weekend, Mimi Thackeray, she's a new agent. She's having her first open house this weekend. We're gonna post a flyer before we finish here in the WhatsApp and everything is
okay. I think we saw on WhatsApp.
Everybody hear me?
Yeah, we heard it.
Okay, I took it down. Yeah, because we had to change some.
Okay.
But yeah, it's going to be this weekend from 10 to 1. It's going to be her very, very first. She just got her signed yesterday and just got the pictures done yesterday. and it's going to be this Saturday. And so definitely you'll be able to market that listing because Potomac Shore is a hot area. We'll get the flyer up, and then everybody, if you can, if you're in the Woodbridge, Dumfries area, come on out and support that open house on tomorrow. And definitely, definitely help support our agent. Yeah, get some more business. Yeah.
Cool. Okay, open houses,
All right.
guys. What else, guys?
Tim said another one earlier on. Go to those new constructions. Dedicate 2 hours this week or this weekend to go to those new constructions and just have a conversation. I promise you, you go into that place, someone's going to walk in there that doesn't have an agent.
Yep.
Go there. Go to those places. Go. Buyers are there. Go there. Because right now people are looking. They're just looking to say, oh, I just want to look. I don't know. I don't want to buy anything. Interest rate is too high. So I'm just looking. So go and look with them. Bump into someone who wants to buy a house. I'm not people that want to buy a house now, they're looking because they want some kind of feel good feeling, convince themselves. Bump into them in those new constructions.
Yeah. What's another one, guys? First time home buyer. First time home buyer workshops. You can do them via Zoom. They can register for it, or you can do them in person now. Everybody's kind of getting back in person. Partner up with a title company. Do a first time home buyer seminar. What else, guys? What else? Help somebody get their next transaction, their next buyer.
Hey, right now, I know on the year I really don't celebrate Halloween, but this is the time of year that I normally pass out cards inviting people to come out to my church. And the same thing, I always attach my card to it as well. So if you're into that, you got kids and people coming by your house, they coming to your door. Okay, give them some candy and give them a card. Drop your business card in their kid bag. So to let them know, hey, you're the neighborhood realtor. So anytime during these holidays, it's great time that you wanna, people thinking about making a move. People thinking about making that 2023 move. They might even be thinking about moving before Christmas. So right now is the time to put yourself in front of them. Okay, and it may not be immediate buyer right away, but then again, you never know. Timing is everything. People think end of the year, New Year's resolution, they want to make a move. And you can go ahead and get that front loaded because you're trying to get your business already kick started for first quarter 2023. So put yourself out there.
Yeah.
Can I add one more thing? Who's ready to go, go big or go home with me? Who's ready to go wild and big, just get different? So,
Go.
all of us here, do you have a favorite restaurant or Starbucks that you can walk into and they know your name? My local Starbucks, if I walk in there, the manager knows my name. In fact, most of the times I don't even have to tell him what I want. He just say, hey Jimmy, what's going on? What you need? What you want today? If you have that kind of a relationship, I'm talking about going bold today and just go wild this weekend. If you have that kind of relationship in your local Starbucks or Panera Bread or Dunkin', anywhere that you can go in and sit down, that people come in there and they do some business or whatever, go in there this weekend or today and have a conversation with the barista or the manager and say, listen, that corner I want to sit over there. I'm gonna just put my sign, my little thing on there with my laptop that just shows I'm a realtor. And guess what? The first 10 people, first 20 people, I'm buying them drinks or whatever. And I want you to make it bold. Just say to them that, listen, Jimmy over there, give me this or whatever. Just go wild. Just do something different. That is not normal. And you don't have to say the realtor. No. They will come to you and say, thank you, or whatever. What do you do? Do something that will create a conversation that you've never done before, that you'll be bold, that on Monday morning when we get back here, you'll be like, I was scared, I was jittery, but this is what I did. And people came to me and we had conversations.
That's awesome.
That's how you get your name known in your neighborhood.
Love it.
I like that.
Love it.
Be a local neighborhood realtor.
That's unique. That's unique, Jimmy. I never thought about that.
Be the local realtor. Yep.
I studied marketing. I studied marketing in college.
Love it.
It's all about marketing. And Cam said that all the time. It's
Yeah.
not about selling, it's about marketing.
Yep. That's
Market,
it.
market, market yourself. Market yourself that you walk into places and people are, you know what? I went into an event this weekend and the mayor of the city of Glen Ording was like, hey, Jimmy, and all that. And I said hello to me, and I'm like, I don't know you. I didn't even know she was the mayor.
Wow.
But it was because of part of the marketing. She seen my sign around, but she knew I'm not that crazy, whatever person. And we had a great conversation. Market yourself. It's all about
Right.
marketing. It's got nothing to do with selling.
That's right.
So when people bump into you and they say hello to you, you're almost embarrassed and scared that, oh my gosh, where do you know me from? But if they're that cheerful about you and whatever, you didn't cut them off in traffic.
Mm-hmm.
Market
That's
yourself.
even in Louisiana, guys, I was handing out business cards. Everybody I talked to came in, even at the hotel,
Yes.
handing out cards. I don't care because if they want to buy a house, contact me because
Thank
I'm
you.
going to connect them with an agent in Louisiana. I'm going to get a referral fee.
Market yourself.
You got to market yourself.
Be bold as a lion of the tribe of Judah. Okay, that's a
What
different
else, guys? What else?
So, can I put one out there? I gotta
Yes.
go back to my roots because I'm thinking about different stuff I did when I first got into real estate, and I was bushy-tailed and excited. One of the things I used to do is, and it worked, was go to the new construction and give a gift card to different places. It's nothing big, but like a gift card to somewhere for lunch or some coffee to the site agent and give them my card so I can get listings. And I got a few listings off this. I need to go back to that. That was one of the, I'm just thinking back in my head on things I did when I was younger and first in this market. I was like Jimmy, like, let's go. Now I'm like, okay, let me think about what I got to do. Because now when you get to a certain point, like Rod, people call you. So you don't use that let me find business muscle that much. So now, and this is what I wanted to put out there. When the market crashed, people were still buying houses.
Yes.
That's right.
So what that was like one of my best times too, because when I first started, that was around the crash. And that's why I got real creative. So, when you hungry, you think of ways to get something to eat. You're gonna suck on some packets of ketchup right quick.
Oh, come on, Joy.
Come on.
So
make sugar sandwiches.
Yeah, sugar sandwiches. Turkey sandwiches, So that's what I'm gonna do next week is go out there, get some Starbucks, $5 star, $10, whatever they are. They come in a pack, gift cards for some coffee, and give them my card and say, hey, you got somebody ready to list, let me know. This is what I do. This is what I do. And I tell them this is what I do. I'm not one of the people that's like, oh, I'm just doing this for some extra money. No, this is what I do. This is my practice. This is what I do. So go out there and do something, like Jimmy said, go out there and wild out and just do something. So and I'm thinking of some more stuff, but that was one of my best things that got me listings. And you just work the opposite of the market. So the market is not listings too. If you get the listing, you'll get the buyer. I always know that. So that's all.
That's right.
Hey, real quick, I'm gonna piggyback a little bit off of Tim. So what I do every year is I kind of, if you will, sow into my past clients. And if they, are the ones that's handing out candy. So I'll tell you right now, I've already done it. I'm just waiting till Sunday, Monday to drop it off. But I have already built up. It cost me roughly $100, about 500 pieces of candy. And the reason why I know it's 500 pieces is because I bought 5 packs of 100 from Amazon. It cost me, I think, $40-$50 for the little small packaging. Put candy in it and I put my business cards in it. And I'm not handing out candy. I'm going to give them to my past clients. And the ones that know, like, and trust you, and they're going to go ahead and pass that candy out for me.
Wow.
So that's the idea. Yeah, definitely leverage. And if you guys seen, I had posted a picture last year around Halloween as far as like a box full of candy. And if y'all recall recall that picture that I had sent, It's the same general idea.
Love it, Cam.
That
Woo!
is so beautiful. I mean,
Wow.
I've got to expand on that, Cam,
I
because
like that. I like that, Cam.
basically, it's like you're giving. It's a double-edged gift. You gave a gift to your clients who already love you that you've done business with, and
And they
then
do the
they
work.
re-gift it on your behalf
Yep.
by dumping it and giving it to people who came and trickle treat on their door.
Because you got to think about it this way.
Man.
On you got to take in consideration the world that we're in today. And if you are, I'm not, judging no parents, but if you're a good parent, what are you going to do? You're going to inspect that candy, correct? So once you open that bag, you're going to see that business card. I'm like, oh, a realtor gave you this. It wasn't me, it was my clients, but I appreciate them because one thing on the flip side, the clients don't have to go out and buy candy.
Exactly.
Wow.
And most of them are
I
just
remember.
like, how much candy are they gonna eat? They give it out. I mean, come on, we've got to be super creative. And what Joy was saying also is this: we got to get back to being hungry. Because if you're not hungry, you're not gonna get creative.
That's right.
Definitely.
No,
you can ask my new agents what I always tell them: skip a meal or two.
Skip a meal or two.
I
know that's what Bryson was doing. Yeah.
I told him that. Skip a meal and watch your growth.
Ooh, come on. Love that.
I'm telling you, man.
Gotta get hungry, guys.
This is what you pay thousands of dollars for when you go to.
Come on. That's right.
When you go get a coach.
That's right.
You know what? And yesterday I was actually listening to a radio show, Willie Jolly, and he one that's great speaker. He's like up there with Les Brown and Tony Robbins and all those kind of guys. And that was one of the main things he was talking about was you need to be hungry. He said that's one thing that Les Brown always told him. You need to be hungry. And I had a conversation with Bryson, as you just mentioned, 2 days ago on the phone. He said, what's wrong, man? She's like, agent saying you're hungry. He said, man, I'm hungry. And the thing is, and Joy just said it again. She was hungry. And so I just think right now, that's just like confirmation echoing. You got to be hungry. If you're hungry, you'll make it happen. Don't nobody have to tell you. If you hungry, ain't nobody got to tell you how to get some food. You going to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? You're going to figure out how to do that. And the same thing, if you need something to happen, you're going to figure out how to get it done. And there's no right or wrong way. Yeah, there's some good methods that work out there. But guess what? There's no limit because I think what Cam just talked about, it's not in any real estate school and any real estate book. That's just being creative and coming up with something that you want to do to get in front of people, to make a connection, to make a conversation. Whatever that is, be creative.
Yeah.
Make it happen. Yep.
Yeah. Something I heard from one of my mentors, Mike Houston. He said, every day you got to wake up like you unemployed.
Yes.
Yep, he did that. Yep.
Like you're unemployed, guys. Like you don't have a job. Like you don't have nothing. You got to go out there and get it. You got to go out there, be hungry, make it happen for yourself. Don't get comfortable. You got to get uncomfortable. A lot of us, we get comfortable, guys. We're too comfortable. You got to get hungry again to go out there and make it happen for you and your family. 10 contacts or more, guys. That was the theme from EXPCon. You got to do more. You got to 10x it. You got to double, triple, quadruple the amount of contacts. You got to shift with this market. You can't have the same mindset mentality like it was 2 years ago. A year ago, you got to shift. It's going to take more contacts now. You got to be hungrier now to go out there and get it. So, all right, guys, this any final?
Yeah, one last thing, just because we definitely always hit mindset. Just taking consideration, weather is getting gloomier. Also, you got the holidays coming in. How are you going to support your holiday season?
Ooh.
So take that in consideration when you go out and conquer today. And always, another thing is too, don't look at Friday as the end of the week. It's the start of the week.
Yeah. Ooh, love it.
Because when you kind of slow down because the weekend coming, you got all these plans. Just remember, you easily 30 to 60 days out typically on the closing. So when everything's slowing down, you need to pick up. That's my last little input for the day.
Congrats, Cam. I know you had some closings recently, and congrats to everybody else too as well. Guys, we got some closings.
If you got any looking for Stafford 650, I got a new one on the market, 32 Bow Ridge. Go take a look at it.
New one on the market. So how's it still going on the market, Cam, in late October?
Yeah, they still going on the market. The crazy thing, recession. The crazy thing is I got 5 showings already for today. It just went on the market a few hours ago.
Wow.
That's what it's all about.
That's what's up, guys.
Hey, I got one last thing, and I'm gonna leave y'all alone.
Come
on. So we had this thing called Realtor Fest, and they give down here in Richmond. And basically it's like they have it's like a trade show, and they give all these giveaways. So I'm that agent that take a handful. So this is one of the things that I'm gonna show y'all right quick. This is one of the things that they gave away. So Home Snap was there, and it was this. I don't know if y'all can see it. Can you see this? Yeah.
Yes.
But this is, and I add my card to it and put it, gave it to some of the, what is that, blurry? So anyway, that was one. It's actually a cover for your computer thingy. And then I had this one. They told me how to do this one. Basically, what you do is a scratch off, and you scratch this part, and it's for your next home inspection. So I'm gonna do it for myself. The inspector basically said he got a bunch of them printed off, and he basically writes what the amount is in there. But you can get this from Amazon. This little great thing from Amazon. So those are 2 things that when I did, also did what you call it. It was an event for the America's Postal Union, and I was giving these away too. So it's a lot of things that you can do. Basically, they said just print off a card and have the circle. I'm gonna go ahead and scratch it. The circle is blank, and they wrote in how much the amount is. So this one is 25.
Nice.
And the silver part you get from Amazon. So just some ideas. That's it.
Wow, that's awesome. Thank you.
Y'all have a good one.
That is awesome.
Sharing that. Yeah. Anybody else, guys? Any last closing?
Don't get comfortable. Don't get comfortable. Do not get comfortable.
Be hungry.
Be hungry.
There's a reason God does not allow us to be comfortable every day. That's the reason that challenges come our way. The moment you get comfortable and there's nothing to fight for, you're ready to go home to heaven.
That's right.
If you believe you still have purpose on earth and you have work to do, do the bidding of your Father. Don't get comfortable.
Be careful who speaks into your life. Look at the life of the person that you're listening to.
That's right.
Yeah.
I woke up this morning with thanking God for using my time wisely and doing those money-making activities that will benefit me.
Yeah. That's awesome, Tina. Thank you, Teresa.
Stop time wasting practices. Time wasting practices, like looking at your Facebook.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's time wasting practice for me and playing a game on my phone.
Yep. Be accountable, guys. Get you an accountability partner every day. Let them know what you did today. The movie, how many contacts, how many conversations did you have? Contacts, conversations, appointments. All right. Great call, guys. Thank y'all so much. Have a blessed one. Let's go get it. Have a blessed one, y'all. Have a blessed weekend.
Have a good weekend.
Make sure y'all go to church on Sunday. All right, y'all. Have a blessed one. See y'all.
All right. Take care.
Okay. Thank y'all. Thank you, Jimmy. Thank you, Tim.